Welcome back to the Deep Dive, brought to you by Purple Gift Box. We're the podcast where we take a whole stack of sources and really boil them down into the insights you can actually use. Today we're tackling a topic that, well, let's be honest, it can feel like a bit of a puzzle sometimes, maybe even a riddle. We're talking about the art of finding that truly thoughtful, memorable gift for your wife.
It's definitely a common challenge, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. For so many, it feels less like this joyful act of love and, I don't know, more like an annual quest for the holy grail of presents.
Indeed. And, for this deep dive, we've got a fantastic source we're looking at. It's called The Art of Gifting for Your Wife. You can actually find a lot of these insights over at purplegiftbox.com. And this material, it offers these really helpful editor-vetted strategies and ideas. They're specifically designed to, well, transform that feeling of it being a daunting task into something genuinely joyful for you, the giver.
That sounds like a worthy goal.
Absolutely. So our mission today is really to unpack these insights. We want to offer you not just, gift ideas, but maybe a whole new way of thinking about it, a framework for understanding what thoughtful gifting is really about.
I think that immediate acknowledgement of the challenge is so important because our source, it doesn't shy away from it. It admits, finding the perfect gift for your wife, whether it's Christmas, her birthday, your anniversary, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, it can be genuinely difficult.
The pressure's real.
It really is. The pressure to find something that, truly resonates, something unique and meaningful, it can feel immense. But here's the core promise, really, from The Art of Gifting for Your Wife, and it's what we want to help you achieve today. It's about equipping you with the understanding to just sort of effortlessly find gifts for a wife off that mental task list.
And the relief from that alone is huge.
Oh, totally profound, yeah.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And that peace of mind, it really starts with a bit of a shift in your approach, a foundational shift. So before you even begin browsing websites or thinking about specific items, our source guides you to just pause and ask yourself three, well, they sound simple, but they're actually incredibly profound questions about your wife.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Simple but profound.
Exactly. And these aren't just for, say, her birthday. They're universally applicable for every single celebration.
Right.
So what are they? First, what does she like to do? Second, what does she value? And third, what would make her life easier or perhaps more joyful?
Okay, those are wonderfully direct questions. What she likes, what she values, what makes life easier, more joyful. But sometimes, isn't it a bit hard to truly know what someone values beyond the obvious things?
That's a really good point.
Does the source give any hints on how to dig a bit deeper there? Especially if, our listener already knows her basic hobbies.
It does, actually, and that's where the real insight comes in, I think.
Sure.
Beyond just the surface-level stuff, it's really about observation. So when the source asks what she likes to do, it's not just about, say, her saying, I like reading. It's suggesting you observe her flow state, those moments when she's completely absorbed, totally energized, maybe loses track of time.
Ah, okay. Like when she gets lost in a book or maybe planning a trip.
Precisely. Or gets really animated talking about a particular cause or a passion project she has. Those are the deeper cues. And when it asks what she values, it's pushing you to think beyond just, stuff, material possessions.
Right.
Does she really prioritize comfort and coziness at home? Or is it more about adventure and getting out there?
Experiences versus things. Connection versus convenience.
Exactly, those kinds of distinctions. Sometimes her values aren't in what she explicitly says, but you see them in how she spends her time, her energy, what truly seems to make her feel fulfilled.
Okay, that makes sense. And the last one, making life easier or more joyful.
That one invites you to really listen. Listen for those quiet hints, maybe minor frustrations she mentions offhand, or even just a fleeting wish you might overhear. It's about being tuned in to her daily rhythm, maybe anticipating a need she hasn't even quite put into words yet.
That really does transform those questions, doesn't it? From general points into, powerful tools for really seeing her.
That's the goal.
And the source offers this perfect, gentle reminder right after laying out those questions. It says something like, we might be shopping experts, but you know her best.
Crucial point.
Yeah. It's not about us or the source telling you what specific item to buy. It's about giving you a framework so that your personal knowledge of her, that becomes the real magic ingredient. That's what helps you pick a gift that genuinely hits home.
Precisely. It's about leveraging your unique insight. That's the key. And once you've spent some time reflecting on those essentials, her passions, her values, maybe those unarticulated needs, the art of gifting for your wife pivots. It moves to an even, I'd say, more profound aspect of gifting. Considering the emotion. How do you want your wife to feel when she opens her gift?
Ah, right. That really shifts the perspective, doesn't it?
It changes the whole approach. You move beyond just the object itself to thinking about the impact it's going to create.
Because the gift isn't just an object, is it? Like you said, it's more like a vehicle. It's
Mhm.
delivering a feeling, a message you want to send. And the source suggests thinking about that emotional side up front. Like, do you want her to feel, say, nostalgic and deeply connected? That points towards a sentimental gift.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe you want her to feel profoundly understood and cared for. That might lead you down a more practical but still incredibly thoughtful path.
Absolutely. Let's dive into that first category the source highlights. Sentimental gifts. These are really designed to honor a special moment, maybe a shared journey, or just a unique part of your relationship, weaving memories into something tangible.
Tangible memories, I like that.
Yeah, and what's fascinating here, the source points out, is how a seemingly simple item can evoke such powerful feelings. Connection, shared history.
So it's more than just meaningful places and dates.
Oh, much more. The source really encourages thinking about the subtle moments too. It's not just the big anniversaries. Imagine, say, a custom map print.
Hmm.
But instead of just showing where you met, it maybe subtly highlights some tiny, quirky landmark that only the two of you know about.
Oh, that's clever.
Or maybe a small, elegant locket, but inside it has a microscopic photo from some unexpected, perfectly joyful, ordinary day.
Yeah,
It could be personalized art incorporating an inside joke, or a bespoke piece of jewelry engraved with a secret word, or a date that means the world just to you two.
but they're not just objects anymore.
Not at all. They become captured moments, tangible stories she can hold, wear, revisit. They speak directly to the heart of your unique bond.
That's really lovely. Okay, so then there's the other side the source mentions, the more practical approach.
Yeah.
That, on the surface, maybe doesn't scream romance,
Right, you might think that initially.
but the source argues it can actually be incredibly thoughtful, deeply personal even. It's about wanting her to feel, what was it, comforted, understood, and connected.
Exactly. Through items that genuinely enhance her daily life.
So this isn't just buying something useful because it's useful.
No, no, it's about showing you pay attention. You see her daily life, her current needs. Practicality, when it comes from genuine insight and care, can show immense thoughtfulness. It leads to that feeling of being truly valued.
And this connects back to understanding what she truly needs right now.
Deeply connects, or even, like we said before, a need she hasn't quite articulated yet. And the source wisely points out she may have even dropped a few hints, subtle ones.
Ah, yes, the hints. Sometimes they're easy to miss.
They can be, maybe passing comments about something she wishes she had, or a small daily frustration she mentions.
So the examples the source gives, like clothing essentials or decor,
Yeah,
how do we elevate those?
great question. So it's not just any clothing essential, it's that specific cashmere sweater she admired weeks ago. Or maybe boots that perfectly solve her need for both comfort and style on her commute.
Ah, okay. Specificity.
Yes, or fresh decor for a new space she's setting up, but it's something that truly reflects her taste and elevates her environment.
So the source raises this important question. How can something practical feel deeply personal?
And the answer is, it's personal when that practical item directly addresses a specific pain point she has, or maybe a deep, unvoiced desire. Like, okay, if she commutes by train every day and complains about her coffee getting cold,
Right.
it's not just any travel mug. It's the one that fits perfectly in her bag's side pocket, is absolutely spill-proof, and keeps coffee steaming hot for hours. You've addressed a specific, maybe overlooked daily frustration with thoughtfulness and maybe even a touch of luxury.
That makes perfect sense. It's a testament to your attentiveness, your consideration.
Which is incredibly meaningful, more than you might think.
That's such a great point. It totally reframes how we think about practical gifts. They're not just about utility. They're about showing how well you know her, how much you care about her well-being, her daily happiness.
Making her feel truly seen and supported.
Yeah, exactly. And those moments that really make up her day. And, as we're exploring all these different angles, sentimental, practical, emotional tasks, you might be wondering, okay, where can I actually find these kinds of curated options? Or maybe explore the specific examples the source talks about.
Mhm.
Well, a lot of the insights and the recommended gifts that come from the Art of Gifting for Your Wife are compiled and really easy to access over at purplegiftbox.com. It's honestly a fantastic resource if these ideas are sparking some new thoughts for you. So check that out, purplegiftbox.com.
Definitely worth a look. Now, shall we tackle a particularly tricky scenario?
Ooh, okay. Lay it on me.
The source, The Art of Gifting for Your Wife, specifically addresses this. What on earth do you get for the wife who seems to have it all?
Ah, the classic dilemma.
Right. Or maybe you, the spouse listening, are just genuinely stumped. You really don't know what to get your LML, your love of my life.
That's a scenario so many of us face, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The person who genuinely seems to have everything they need or want materially.
Yeah.
How does the source suggest approaching that puzzle?
Yeah, and this is where the source gets really interesting, I think. For this exact dilemma, the solution it presents is clear. Consider opting for an experience gift.
Okay, experience gift. Tell me more.
So this means shifting focus away from tangible objects, things you can wrap, and instead concentrating on creating memories, creating shared moments.
Right.
The source defines this broadly. It could be something like a fun, curated subscription service, maybe for something she loves, like unique coffees or artisan cheeses, or maybe the monthly book club box.
Things that keep giving.
Exactly. Or perhaps even better, a unique outing or activity that you can enjoy together.
The together part feels key there.
It really is. If we connect this back to the bigger picture, it's fundamentally about valuing dedicated quality time above almost anything else. I mean, in a world where everyone is so busy, just carving out intentional moments for shared experiences, for connection, for building new memories, that's incredibly precious, isn't it?
It truly is. More valuable than most things you can buy.
And the source even touches on the psychology here. It suggests that the anticipation leading up to an experience, the planning, the shared excitement, can often amplify the joy of the gift itself.
That's so true. The buildup can be half the fun. So in the experience gift, it's not just a fleeting moment. It's really an investment in your relationship.
Precisely.
Creating those shared stories, those memories that will honestly last far longer than most physical items.
Oh, absolutely.
And our source emphasizes this. That dedicated quality time, that shared adventure, whatever it is, will definitely make her feel cherished and appreciated.
And no doubt about it.
And what's fascinating, like the source points out, is how these non-material gifts can often be the most impactful. It's about the connection, the laughter, maybe the adventure, the stories you'll tell later. It speaks to her soul, really, not just her closet or her kitchen counter. Reinforces that fundamental need for connection.
And that's the beauty of it, isn't it? It broadens the whole definition of what a gift can be. It encompasses connection, shared joy, maybe even mutual growth. These are often the most profound expressions of love. It's about enriching your life together.
Beautifully put. So as we start to wrap up this deep dive, we really want to bring it all back to you, the listener, and reinforce that powerful message from The Art of Gifting for Your Wife. Trust us, you are absolutely in the right place to source the best gift for your wife.
You really are.
We've hopefully given you a solid framework, those probing questions to ask yourself, and maybe some new ways to think about the emotional side of gifting to guide your selection. Now, the next step, as our source suggests, is really for you to maybe take a moment to reflect on all of this. And then maybe start perusing a list, perhaps like the one on their site, to see what piques your interest and makes you think, wow, that's so her.
That aha moment.
Exactly. That click, that deep knowing. That's what we're aiming for you to feel.
And you know, the art of gifting for your wife even goes a step further than just the gift idea itself. It highlights a truly holistic approach.
How so?
Well, once you've found that perfect token of your affection, the material emphasizes that the entire experience matters. It talks about the power of a really heartfelt, personalized message in the card, the impact of beautiful wrapping paper or a lovely gift bag, just the overall presentation.
Ah, the full package.
Exactly. It reminds us that these things aren't just little afterthoughts. They're integral parts of delivering that emotion, reinforcing the care and effort you put into the whole gesture.
That makes sense. It shows you thought about every detail.
Right. So what does this all mean for you listening? It means the entire gifting process, from that initial spark of an idea through the thoughtful selection, all the way to the wrapping and the personal note. It can be simplified and profoundly enhanced. It lets you focus more on the joy of giving and the impact you're making, rather than getting bogged down in the stress of it all.
Exactly. It's about feeling confident in your choice and having ease in the execution. That frees you up to really focus on crafting an experience of appreciation and love, not just acquiring an item. And to continue on that journey, maybe to revisit some of the fantastic editor-vetted ideas we've touched on today from the source, we definitely invite you once again to visit purplegiftbox.com.
That's purplegiftbox.com.
It's packed with insights based on the art of gifting for your wife. We really hope you found these insights helpful today, maybe even a little inspiring as you think about your next gift. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive and for listening to the Purple Gift Box podcast.